And I might be.
And yeah, go ahead, sister.
No, no.
This week we'll be discussing episode 7 of the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10. Every week we start each episode off with a drink. So I'll go first. This week I'm on my peach vibe. I really miss Nene, so I got a peach
Period.
drink. I miss Atlanta, basically. Period.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got peach everything. Is peach crown, peach juice, and lemonade. So,
Period. Get into it. Cause
hmm
I know it tastes good. Okay, so this week, I kind of just did I just did a margarita. I'm not gonna lie. I mixed passion fruit and blueberry, and we have this. Do I have a name for it? I don't know. Maybe I'll name it after my limit of the week. But that's what we got. So
passion
cheers.
fruit. Mm-mm.
I love me
Mm-mm.
some passion fruit.
I do too. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could go ahead and get started. This was not a fun episode,
Was
but
it? It was cute. You know,
it was okay. They
I ain't do
a
too
lot of
much.
a lot of force to me. This episode brought a lot of force, but
Yeah.
you know,
I hate when production kind of like compiles random scenes together. Like it was a lot of the ladies at home, but like I don't know. It just really gives thrown together because we came off the recap of the Nevis trip, and then we go into Angel and her husband Bobby talking about the feature of their house and their Colorado home in that magazine. Then it goes into Kay at her med spa. By the way, I don't know what kind of facial she be getting. I don't know what she be doing at her med spa, but Kay's face card is immaculate. She always glowing. Her makeup like looks like you know how you can look at people makeup and tell that they skin be clear.
yeah,
I don't know what she be doing, but I need to become a med spa girly because I want my skin to look like that. Like her face is like snap. Like you could tell she be getting a little Botox, but you can tell like it looks really natural.
it's not too much.
Exactly.
Dr.
Exactly.
Eugene got a med spa down there, don't he?
I think so.
I would tap in.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know. Look, anybody in the Atlanta area that know about med spas and know about enhancing Black women's features, y'all call me because I'll be the first one there.
If you know anything with in Dallas or Houston, call me. I would travel. I don't care.
Okay. Need that.
So that first scene was Monique and Ashley.
Hmm.
Um, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, I really like Monique's intro. Like I thought how they like had a little mystery in there. We saw the birds. Like it was really cute and it really gives like Monique, but like it definitely gave her a segue into like who she is now versus who she was because when Monique left the show, she was married, fabulous, like buzz down, super stay at home mom. Now she's like a lock bay. She got more animals than she did. Like you can really tell that she's like in her real element now, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I like the house. The house is beautiful. House is very beautiful. I'm not for all the animals, all of the flying and all of that, but the house is very beautiful. I'm happy that she feels comfortable enough in that it's herself, like she's able to be herself. Like that's my favorite thing about all of it is that she's able to be herself. Um, how you feel about her and Ashley's friendship?
Um, I'm indifferent about it because y'all know I'm not a. If there's not a Ashley Darby hater, I don't know where I'm at. I'm doing somewhere and doing something. So like she'll never be it for me. But like they've always had a connection. Like even like season 3, like we saw that back then. So they even put a little flashback of her, Candice, all three of them together having a little moment, which kind of made me sad because I really wanted them three to be like a trio, but it just didn't work out that way, obviously. But I feel like, I don't know, Ashley is so hypercritical and overcritical of so many housewives, especially girls at RHOP that conduct themselves in a certain way. So for her to bring up the fight that Monique had with Candace and saying, like, a lot of people turned their back on Monique, which is true, and she remains her friend, it's kind of weird to me because actually people have done way less, and like you've ostracized them for like entire seasons. So I don't know.
Yeah, I like the flashbacks. I like that they seem to have a real friendship, and then just from what we seen on social media, like throughout the year, as they were filming and everything, it seemed all cool. But the episode made the friendship feel forced to me. I don't know. It
Yeah.
felt real. It felt real forced, even though we know the history behind their friendship with like the past seasons and everything. It felt forced, but then again, they could just be, well, it did show that they were just getting back to being very close like they were, so I can
Yeah.
understand that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do think Ashley is real messy for trying to bring up Stacy and Chris. Child,
It's like, is Monique your real friend or not? Because you can kind of tell that talking about her ex husband makes her uncomfortable. Like, she doesn't even use his name, like, doesn't even use it in first, second, or third person. She was just like, I'm 300 pounds lighter.
hmm?
So, like, why are you trying to bring that lady's ex husband back into the equation when. And then we all know what happened with Love and Marriage DC. Like, their relationship fell apart on that whole show. So it's kind of like weird and side eyes to me, and which is why, again, I'll never be an Ashley fan. I'm sorry. I can't. Like, she just does a little bit too much for me. It's like you have to have a certain moral compass when you're on these shows, and I feel like she just doesn't have one sometimes.
Like I just feel like this Monique doesn't even know that lady. She don't know Stacy, so why bring it up? Especially if it didn't even matter. And we'll get into that later in this episode, but like it just didn't matter. And I felt like it was so unnecessary and forced to try to make that her storyline. Like you said, clearly she's much happier being that she's not with Chris anymore, and
Mhm.
you could tell from her body language how uncomfortable that made her feel to hear his name. So definitely.
Exactly.
But yeah,
And then
child.
they are also one thing Ashley brought up, which I thought was messy, but also needed though. This is one time I'll be on Ashley's side. She brought up the issue that Monique and Giselle had, and also the issue that Monique and Wendy had, because obviously it's been 5 years since the altercation, but those two were including Robin Dixon, those three were the main protagonist to be like, she gotta go, she's a safety hazard, da 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 da. So bringing her back onto a show that basically tarnished her name with women who tarnished her name and kind of just was saying that she basically was saying that she wasn't a good role model for black women. That's literally what Wendy said. So it's kind of like kind of weird now, and I know we're gonna get into BravoCon eventually on another note, but just hearing Giselle and Wendy speak so highly of Monique after you basically tarnished her 5 years ago, things can change. But if I was Monique, I remember what y'all did, and yeah, I remember what y'all did.
Two things. One, how the tables have turned. Wendy tarnishing Monique's name, and look at Wendy now. I hate to have to bring up those allegations,
Yeah,
but look at you now. That's a bad black look for black women. So
hello.
not too much, but then again, the second thing is Monique and Giselle. Like I am so intrigued with how this the rest of the season is going to go with them, because like I can understand from both standpoints where they're coming from. Like from Monique's standpoint, you tried me, so now let me put you back in your place because you're no better than me.
Exactly.
But then from Giselle's standpoint, I can understand being like, what the hell?
Exactly.
Like I I'm a Giselle hater, but baby, I felt so bad for her after that reunion. I yeah. So I can understand from both standpoints, but I'm ready to see what it's going to look like for them.
Yeah. And I'm like, what kind of friend of role is Monique playing for real? Because we already have Jazzy. So
Jazzy fighting. She fighting for that flute. I don't
they
care.
get her so dirty. We're going to get to her scene because her scene ain't next. But like, I honestly feel like production has done her so dirty. But before I get into that, because I can go on a whole tangent about
Girl,
it, let's get into this next scene. When we at the Osetho's house, child, apparently they remodeling everything in that damn house. And I just want to say, as a professional communications expert and as a publicist and as somebody who has dealt with people who've had crisis communications, if I was their publicist and that lawyer, baby, scratch the scene. We're not airing it this episode. I don't care. I know contracts are hefty, but like to air that they allegedly spent $100,000 on repairs while they're actively fighting a fraud case for allegedly like setting up that crime scene on top of them finding out that they had so many different credit cards and different aliases and stuff. Why would you think that's okay to? They're going to use that against you in court, bro.
when I was watching the episode, because I did watch it really late in the week, but they are messy. It was really the ka-ching ka-ching
Yeah,
sound that was really taking me out. Cause why would y'all do
I
that?
didn't have to do that.
Why would y'all do that? Like, I know y'all didn't know all of this was gonna happen, but like, that's messy.
It is, and y'all knew that. Honestly, we don't know the timeline of events of like when stuff happened and how it happened, so y'all really did not have to include that scene on this episode. Like it could have came later on down the line or been scrapped. Period. But Bravo production, we know what you're doing, and we see y'all. And honestly, I'm not even surprised. What I am happy though is they were talking about Happy Eddie a lot. And not too long ago, me and Miss Alyssa was over here was talking about how we might need to experiment with some products.
Dang, you just gonna
So
put us out. Huh.
maybe we'll have a review for y'all. I don't know, cause I'm trying to see what the tea is about
I need
Happy
that. I
Eddie.
need that Zen win. I can't lie. That Zen win. If it's
I
gonna
was
have
looking
me looking like her mugshot, hell yeah.
okay, cause she was
You know,
unbothered, smiling, happy.
look very zen.
Yeah.
But no, I hate how I have to give this lady her tens. But Ashley's confessional look, I wanted to punch a wall.
She ate that.
I wanted to punch a wall because why would you make me have to compliment you? Like
She ate that.
from the hair to the outfit, like. But I like Wendy's
And
confessional look too.
yeah, but she'll never get a 10. I will give her an 8 because she literally ate. And like this is coming from Ashley season 4. I don't remember when she wore that crooked ass bob with the bangs and everybody was calling it a Mama Joyce bob. I can enjoy the bob upgrade in this confessional. And
Any
shout out to her stylist.
anytime I see Ashley, I think of that horrendous ass curly wig.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's the wig I think of. So,
Such an
but yes,
upgrade.
I'll
You
give
see
her
what
a
happened when you leave that white
9.5.
man?
Look, what do I need to do?
Get with a white man and then leave him.
I can't even do that.
Let me a stranger.
But no, I like how Wendy was opening up about her relationship with her dad and like how she was raised. I like hearing like people's backstories about how they were raised. Like we always hear about like when they were in college, but like I like hearing about how people were raised. One, her daddy trifling,
As hell.
um, very trifling. You gonna tell them to tell your brother happy birthday, but can't tell your own daughter. Anyway, I really commend her mom. You know, we got single mamas. I really commend her mom. Like Wendy did not feel the lack of love in her life growing up with her dad not being around, and like that's just I my daddy was around, but like I understood that a lot, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, and I'm happy she was able to have that. I'm happy we were able to have that. So
Exactly. Yeah. And it also like I like how they segue into how in Nigerian culture they're expected to take care of their elders. So she takes care of her mom 100%, and also kind of weighs heavy onto maybe why they went that far with their allegations. We don't know. We don't know. But
absolutely,
like
absolutely,
I can understand where they coming from in that aspect because Wendy
yeah.
Mama is clearly not cheap. So
I just from what was that season 8? Season
yeah.
8, her mama was like, "Are you gonna take care of me?" All that when they had that conversation
Mm-hmm.
originally, her mama not cheap.
At all.
So yeah, I definitely I think that is why they did that. But
Yeah. Bless it. We
allegedly,
pray for the Acephos, okay?
always, always. I like how when they were talking about Happy Eddie and packing up for the event, they were segueing into Stacy's
Oh, yes.
girl,
Shia.
Tayo, Joy.
Stacy, let me tell you something, bro. Cause I really like you. I really do. Like you're moving up on my housewives fandom and housewives people that I'm like want to keep up with. But you know you did wrong for naming that edible company a Nigerian name and then trying to say it's because you found out through ancestry.com that
Four
you
percent,
are 4% Nigerian.
4%.
And then it came out in previews that you're not even pronouncing it right. So you mean to tell me after Giselle was lighting you up on that reunion stage about creating a cannabis company, just like Wendy and Eddie, you actually do it. And it's like no way that you can dodge that scenario because not only did you do it, you named it a Niger. Stacey, come on now. This is like Housewives Technicality 101, and you're no longer a rookie. You're a vet. I know it's your sophomore year, but you're still a vet. It's not making sense.
I did like how she cleared it up with Wendy that she is
Yeah.
not trying to copy them at all. She is very fond of them and they are very inspirational to her. That's how she phrased it.
Yeah.
I do like how she did that, but like she just took it too far with the name. Like
Yeah.
could have been anything. It could have been anything. And
Anything.
technically, it's really not a cannabis company. It's edibles, so
Yeah.
it's not literally just like weed.
Yeah. Because Eddie got them pre rolls. He got that
What?
grass, that flour.
They be toe up in that house,
Okay. That's
girl.
why they be acting the way
I
they
want to be a
do.
fly on the wall.
They be high. I don't
Child.
know. I'm kind of happy to see Wendy not kind of caveat how she did with Karen with the candles and kind of, let it flesh out because it's clear that Wendy needs an ally this season anyway. So I'm really happy to see the friendship bud between her and Stacey because all of their scenes together are like hilarious. And the fact that they had the same color on, I thought that was cute.
Girl, same color and then ordered the same food. Who
Yeah,
that sound like?
us.
I be making you wear the same color though. It don't be on.
Wow. Bless it. Bless it. Anyway, this is like one of the highlights of the episode for me.
Mhm.
Angel sits down with her close friend, and they's in my city. Like
That's her
that.
sister.
That was her sister.
Yes, that was
I
her
thought
blood sister.
I thought that was her homegirl. Sorry, sis.
That was her sister. I was that was gonna be one of my points. They look alike to me. Like
They
once
do.
you actually like was watching a scene and they were like panning back and forth, they look alike. But her sister, they're 12 years apart. So
Wow.
yeah,
I missed that part. All I
girl.
know is I was happy I knew exactly where they was at and where they was getting them smoothies from.
I'm about to say you was probably looking at that icy.
Oh yeah, because I want one and they closed for the season. But anyway, I'm happy that we're kind of seeing this other side of Angel aside from Bobby. in her one-on-one scenes because all of her one-on-one scenes so far have been all about Bobby, and they're really trying to make her this my man type of female, and I really don't think that's her to her core. But I'm also happy that she has somebody other than Kay to talk about these women to, because you could tell she really needed that venting session.
Mm-hmm.
And she called Wendy everything but a child of God. And I'm not mad at it. I think Wendy had it coming, honestly, because you gonna talk about me and my face tune after, first of all, you and Giselle been beefing since you been on the show. Okay, so I could really just appreciate overall what she was saying about Wendy and Giselle's dynamic, and really just going in on how her real feelings about what they were saying about her. Because obviously that really bothered her a lot. She's still bothered, and I think that's going to just carry on as a theme for the rest of the season, unfortunately. But yeah.
Yeah, I really like how she was clocking Giselle neck, how she used to face tune on. It's not funny, but it's funny because she really do be using it.
Yeah.
Then again, I do agree with you. I like how she was able to vent how she really wanted to, because I know she can't do that with Kay, because I would be scared she gonna go and run and tell somebody, aka Giselle. But I'm happy she was able to get that vent session out. But I also like how her sister had to bring her back down to earth and was like, bitch, you know who you are. I know who you are. They need to know who the fuck you are. And so I really appreciate that. And then how she was clocking where everybody lives. You the only person live on the Potomac River for real. Oh
Hello.
yeah.
Because the girlies live in VA and Northern Maryland,
They live in Alexandria.
basically.
You know, that was a place I was thinking about moving.
For real?
Hmm.
Girl,
I
it's
like it there.
expensive.
Hmm. That's what turned me away.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong, Queen.
Hmm.
You is not wrong at all. Um,
One day we're gonna talk about all the places I applied to work last year.
Child, I know it's all over the world.
Girl,
Mm.
one of the schools was in damn Paris. It had me thinking about how that TikTok going around now, how that girl had to get in her apartment hot.
That was
To
gonna be
God.
you.
Pray to God I ain't get that job, baby, because hell no.
That was gonna be you. Them 50 million steps to get to child.
Girl, at least I'd be as small as a baguette if I would have
Okay.
lived there.
Body T. Just like this.
Hmm.
Body T.
Just like that.
Anyway, it gets into my favorite part of the episode, but also the thing that angered me the most. We see Jazzy's wedding. The girls show up for Jazzy's wedding. Um, but Bravo and Jazzy, I'm talking directly to you. Get behind me on this. Bravo, NBC Universal, and Peacock. Why would you make that girl wedding 2 minutes? And why would you make the wedding about the fact that Stacy, Ashley, and Wendy was there and they had to get on a plane to go somewhere else? We quite literally don't care. A Bravo celebrity is getting married. She had this lavish, beautiful wedding, beautiful.
Beautiful wedding. Beautiful wedding.
She danced for her man. The bridesmaids looked great. I know she was turned. We didn't even get no AKA moment between Wendy and Jazzy. And you mean
I
to tell
want
me we didn't even get a confessional from Jazzy about her wedding?
I wanted to hear the vows. It sounded real good.
You panning the camera to Wendy and Stacy crying. I
Girl, I
want to know
want to know
why
why
they're
they're
crying.
crying. I want to know why they're crying. But yet, here we are. Y'all trying to give us the propaganda on why Jazzy should be a housewife. We've been saying she should have been a housewife. She should have been a
We've
housewife
been saying this since
last season.
last season.
But you trying to show us the propaganda on why she should be a housewife, and you can't even do that because we didn't get to see anything. I had to go on Instagram to relive it. I
Okay.
watched it in real time, but I had to go
Yeah.
on Instagram to kind of relive it because y'all didn't give us anything.
We didn't get no say yes to the dress
You
moment,
know?
wedding planning. Like, what's going on with the contract when she only had 2 scenes? Like, and if that's the case, Rewrite the contract. Next
Please.
season, I promise y'all, if Jazzy doesn't have a flute or if she's not a full time friend of, we're gonna have an issue.
I will be writing to Bravo and Peacock, NBC, Universal, and Bravo Andy. So
Hello, Andy, Mr. Cohen. I know you hear us. And she also was not at BravoCon, but I'm not even gonna go there right now.
let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. We need to do a episode just on BravoCon.
We do. You know what, y'all? We're gonna do an episode just on BravoCon, and y'all know what shows we're gonna do them on: Real Housewives of Atlanta, Married to Medicine, and Real Housewives of Potomac. Maybe Next Gen NYC. I don't know,
I
but
like that show.
we'll see.
I like that show.
For
We
real.
might we might have to, because they know that it's gonna be a Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Yes, and we're watching that.
Yeah, absolutely. But Next Gen NYC, I really like that show, so we might have to
Okay.
do that. Maybe that could be our episode for next week. Instead of talking about episode 8, we could talk about BravoCon,
Okay.
or we could do both.
I
Shoot.
think we should do both.
Okay.
But the wedding segue into why they had to leave so damn fast, which is
Girl,
Ashley's
girl.
first event of the season. What are your initial thoughts? Mm.
Mhm. 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 That was the thought. That was the thought.
Because I feel the same way. Ashley,
Why she want to be a boy so bad?
disclaimer, we are allies of the
I absolutely,
LGBTQIA plus community. Ashley Darby just gets on our nerves.
I promise you, like I have so many family members. I used to volunteer at the, what was the Lavender, the club on campus,
Uh-huh.
and I used to volunteer with them. Like I am a ally truly through and through. But Ashley Darby, I wish I knew her middle name to call her something. I just can't stand that lady. And yeah,
I can see what she was going for, and I can understand why she did it. I'll say she reeled me back in with the t-shirts and the names. I thought that was
yes,
funny, cute,
yes,
shady, like. But I also feel like she was in Giselle's bag because Giselle just did that with the shot glasses.
right.
So that's why I said, like I always say, you'll never get a 10 from me. But I can appreciate her trying to, every single time Ashley has an event, it's all about getting the women out of their shells, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to be drunk. So I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I liked it, but I don't think we could have cut Jazzy's wedding short for that.
We honestly didn't have to. And actually, before we get into the nitty gritty of this scene, we need to back it up because we saw a little bit of Giselle's life. For about 10 to 15 minutes, she talked about how when her father passed away, he had a will, power of attorney. I don't know, the specifics, but she had to travel to Atlanta because she's been contesting her father's will for over 3 years. And I just want to say this to Black people, people of color: please go to that law office and pay them attorneys whatever you need to pay to make sure that you have a will, a trust set up, and you have specific directions to one specific person on what you want after your death. God forbid that something happens to you, you are inebriated, you get in a car accident, you can't speak, talk, walk for yourself. Your children have to go through this after they passed away. I'm pretty sure Giselle's father knew that his new family does not like Giselle. It probably was evident the whole time that he was on Earth. So I really find it disappointing that he didn't have his stuff together, being the large figure that he's always been his entire life. But also, it's truly a disservice. It's a disservice to Black people. But also, I'm glad that Giselle was able to share this on this platform because we need to do better with making sure our legal stuff, our life insurance is straight for our children and our grandchildren because I know this is hard to deal with, especially with somebody that has hate in your heart, their heart towards them. And it's like, that's my damn daddy.
You know, you know, you know.
That was your
That's
husband, but
my
that's my
daddy.
daddy.
That's my daddy. I don't care if that is your husband. That's my dad. So God forbid anything happens. I just want to make sure we're straight so we're not struggling to deal with anything when
Yeah.
that happens.
Because quite literally, I don't have time. I'm not going back and forth with nobody about what I know my father wanted. And like, it's just annoying. As somebody that has a step parent, I love my stepmother to death. Like, we have a great relationship. But as somebody that has a step parent, I can see how the lines could get blurry there. But at the end of the day, the children are the children. They deserve what they deserve. And come on now.
They do deserve everything they deserve. I cannot say the same about my step parent, but absolutely 100% agree with what you say. It should go to us. If especially if I know that's what he wanted, if I know for a fact that's what he wanted, I want it to be how he wants it. We might have our differences, but it should be how he wants it. So, definitely, if you need someone, if you need an attorney to help with your will, I have recommendations. Well, just one, my uncle. But yes, if you need those materials to get that together, just let us know, and I can get you his information. So,
Mhm. Sharing is caring.
you know.
But back to this mess
Hold
of
on, hold on.
a.
Before we go all the way into the pride event, can we talk about Kiana and Greg?
Oh, I forgot.
Always a nigga named Greg at the scene of the goddamn crime.
Always, always. Kay, I'm gonna let you go
That
because
old ass man, girl. And for one, I'm confused how she didn't know who Wu Tang is because I know who Wu Tang is. I'm 12. I'm literally 12 years old
she's never beating the had dealings with hood pharmacists allegations.
at all.
Just off that and that alone. But it's crazy because even if you dealt with hood pharmacists know what Wu Tang Clan is.
I know a lot of hood pharmacists that know who Wu Tang Clan is. I actually went to a Wu Tang concert maybe 2 or 3 years ago. The tickets came from a hood pharmacist. So
Did they say how much of an age gap their gap relationship is?
I think it's like 10 years. But even then,
I don't know. Is somebody who dates older men K? Is somebody currently dating an older man? I get it. Like it's fun. It helps. It's fun. It's a great time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I get it. But like kids with an S and you don't have any, and you're 30, flirty, and thriving.
kids with an S, that just took me out again. That just took
Talking
me out.
about some on the weekend, we're
Three
at
of
my
them.
condo
Three of them hoes.
at
The
the
kids
weekend.
not hoes, not
And during the week, you're at the townhome with the kids, helping them get ready for school.
do I look like that mean?
You do.
Because what the fuck? Excuse my language, y'all. What the fuck?
It just keeps getting worse and worse.
I don't get it. I like older men too. But
The best thing of the scene was her outfit.
yes,
That was 10.
it was.
She never has a bad look.
Bad bitches, they just do baddish things, and I just appreciate how she went to the concert with heels because
Okay.
I'm working on doing that. I'm working on wearing the heels everywhere, not
You
just to
can
the
do it.
club.
You can
So
do it. All y'all gotta do is get y'all some like Dr. Scholl's insoles. It don't even have to be like the actual brand. I'm telling you, because I'm an avid Here's the Homecoming female, and like
yeah,
I solved it. I solved it. Get y'all some Dr. Scholl's, put them in a boot,
well, you're gonna be in
walk
charge
in the
in
sunshine.
mine because I told you I'm gonna wear heels next year for homecoming, but
Yeah,
you're gonna be in
that's
charge of getting them.
okay. And I'm gonna do it too.
Child, child. Yeah, that was the in my notes. The thing for that scene, the only thing under there is three children. That's how you knew. That's how you knew. Like three? That's a lot.
Like, was he married before?
That's what it gives. I don't want to know more about Greg, but I want to know more. Like, why do we have
We
kids?
I need to know the entire lore. Like I remember hearing about it last season, but they kind of made last season more so about like their differences.
Yeah,
I feel like we really just didn't get to know Greg as a person,
we
which
don't
was
want
probably on purpose. I don't know,
we don't want to,
because
but
all his scenes were just trash.
I just need to know like what is it? What did he do to your brain's chemical makeup to like sneak and maneuver his way into there? But
Well, he always has on a nice watch, and they're always sipping on 1942 at Class A Azul, so the check must be clearing.
always, always.
So,
But it ain't
more power
it.
to you, girl.
You know. Okay. Well, now that we into Pride,
Yes.
girl, you wanna know my favorite part of this whole scene?
What?
Miss Grace in the building, child.
Yes.
Miss Grace is in the building.
I I feel old
Yeah.
because when we first met Grace, Angel, and Adore, they were like little teeny kids. And granted, we're not that much older than them, but we're older enough because our college gap years of them and us being in school is we're not going to go there. But it's
If
really cute to see her like being like her adult vibe. Like she just turned 21 not too long ago. Um, was it Angel that just crossed at Spelman? Angel just crossed at Spelman.
if
Like,
I'm not mistaken from the timelines of when they were filming, this was at the end of her freshman year.
yeah,
So I think that is so cute because that is when me and my mama actually started doing everything together. Like we was doing everything together, but we was really doing everything together at that point.
yeah,
So it was so cute to see.
yeah. And then Giselle talk about some. Hey, Grace is here because of whatever Ashley put on her shirt. Girl, what you think Grace be doing down there
Girl,
in
Grace was
Tallahassee on
probably
FAMU
acting
campus?
worse than us. I know she be down there acting real bad.
My girl is lit off
She,
that goop juice, having a great time
girl, she
in
is
that
not
pool.
phased by that. I don't think she be with the news. I think she with the bros. That's the thing.
Don't tell her dad.
Girl,
Don't tell Pastor Brian.
I could understand how thick she done got from when she went to college to. I know that transition.
That's like that freshman to sophomore year glow.
Yeah.
It's like a big hop. Like it literally just.
You know, and a nigga probably hopped into her DMs. Yeah.
I know the boys want Miss Grace bad.
I get it though.
Bad.
She's a very pretty girl.
I
But
see you, Grace girl. What
yeah,
happened?
and then I was laughing because at one point, Giselle was trying to cover Grace's eyes, like,
She goes to fam you.
girl, y'all probably being like kids to her.
Okay.
But yeah, um, everybody looks so cute in this scene to me.
Everybody's outfit. I have no complaints.
No.
No complaints. My favorites. I love Angel's how she put that together. She accessorized that so cute.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely gave I'm from the girls, the gays, and the theys. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. I like Tia's outfit too. I really like that dress.
Yes.
I really like that dress. I just seen a dress like that similar to that on Fashion Nova. So like I'm into that like sunset looking.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
But I will say though, for like Tia's aesthetic and like who she is, I expected her to be way more upper echelon than she like appears to be. And I'm not saying it as a bad thing because we still got to get her sophomore year housewives glow because it always happens. But like, I don't know. I think I expected a little bit more just
I
overall from all of her her confessional looks 8 down, but her scene looks like I don't know.
I
I want a
think
little more.
I think she learned to bring it down a notch or five. when she's with them, because like when she first came on, like the first couple of episodes, she definitely was up there.
Yeah.
She was taking it, but I think she had to learn to just bring it down a little bit with them. Um, because yeah, they're yeah. Oh, hold on. Before we even continue on that, we got to go back to that first damn scene. Ashley talking about she never had a problem with Giselle, how she dressed. She don't ever look a mess to her. Girl, I want you to shut the hell up, because you know that lady looked a mess. I could have went on a whole tangent about that one sentence. You know she looked a mess. But you know what? I can't say that. You might not have thought she looked a mess, because you looked a mess too.
Can't help it. I mean, they do keep calling Ashley Captain Save-A-Ho, so that's her friend. She gonna stick beside her.
Child.
But you're on your own with that one, cause
Yeah.
Giselle be looking a mess. Giselle knows she be looking a mess.
Girl,
Yeah,
them
you got a
wigs
good
from
name.
Bravo gone.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We need to go there.
You know. Okay, so back to the nicknames that she was given with the shirts. I really like Tia's, the proper pussy popper.
That
I'm
was cute.
still in that. So
That was really cute.
that's the PPP loan, proper pussy popper. I'm still in that. I've been thinking about that since we seen the episode. I still in that.
That was cute. Like
Yeah.
everybody's name like fit them.
It did.
It really did.
It did.
Well, at this point that we've heard some rumblings about Stacy and her stuff, but I just want to say this. Okay, come get your baddies chain. Come get your baddies chain. We were just talking about you clocking in
And I said,
and
oh,
getting involved in the mess. And I'm so glad you're leaning into this villain arc that they have portrayed you as now. I hope you keep doing it the rest of the season, because as soon as you met Monique, you said, "Oh, have you met Stacey?" I said,
I said,
"Exactly."
oh, that's type time you want, girl.
Exactly. And everybody was trying to be shady, like, why did Kay do that? Giselle would have did the same damn thing if
Same
Kay
damn
wasn't
thing.
quicker than her.
You know, I just, I know these people are not like that, but you know what TikTok came to mind watching that part of the scene with Kay, Stacy, and Monique? How you know my baby daddy? I know your baby daddy because I sit on his face every other night. Like, that's what came to mind when how Kay was talking, her tone of voice. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, she need her Betty chain for real.
I said, Miss Kiana,
I
you know
literally
ball.
did do like, oh,
She know ball.
she do, she do.
Congratulations, you just got your flute for season 11.
Back, back. You know,
You ain't going nowhere, boo. I was always on your side. Yes, you be pissing me off, but you're not going nowhere, boo. And I was always going to stick beside you and Angel. Please don't piss me off the rest of the season, because I'm sticking beside y'all, and I need y'all to be back next season. But thank you for the work that you did this episode. I don't care what they're saying about you. I like you.
I also have to laugh at later in the scene. Grace went up to Ashley and was like, "Yeah, you're giving." I know Giselle made her say that. As somebody who mama be making them tell people, old people and slow, Lord forgive me, I don't want to say slow people, but people who lack common sense. Is somebody who mama be telling them to tell stuff to them. I knew that from anywhere, especially how she did it. She didn't even like, yeah. She was like, you're giving. I said, oh,
She
her
just
mama
she
made
ready
her
to
mama made her do that.
She was trying to stay in the bed.
But I'm excited to see the rest of the Pride event, because don't they go on a float?
A GNA flow, and Giselle talking about something. I didn't know this was a GNA thing.
Mm. What's
Giselle and Ashley.
Gina? Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Something I don't give a damn about.
Hey, yo. And
Cause what? You said GNA. I'm thinking about Good Morning America. Girl, don't ask me. I don't know.
bye.
I don't know.
Let's get into the lemons of the episode because what? Okay. Y'all know how we get down. We got our sweet lemon, our sour lemon, and our lemon drop moment. So we're gonna start off with the sweet lemon as always. Alyssa, what was your sweet lemon? Or your favorite scene in the episode?
My sweet lemon is Grace. It's refreshing to see the kids. I love the kids.
Same. Same,
Who's
same.
your sweet lemon?
On the same note, my sweet lemon, and we didn't even really talk about it in the episode, was seeing Tia and her kids talk to their grandmother.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Yes, I love that. You could tell she's her mom's baby.
Yeah.
But the kids, of course, they jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like me, my mama and my grandma? So yeah, that was really sweet.
Yeah, it was cute.
Who's your sour lemon?
Mm. I just burped a little bit. Excuse me. My sour lemon. Ashley, by default. Because I really don't have a sour lemon in this episode, so it just automatically has to go to the person that I like the least. Ashley, just solely because of what you said to Monique about Stacy. I want you to let it go. But your confessional look did eat. That's all I got. Who's your sour lemon?
I don't think I have a sour lemon, but again, like you said, the person I like the least, so Ashley. I have nothing to say. Like the only thing she gets from me this episode is that confessional ate. And you see me sighing to say that?
Yeah. You know what? If I could get two sour lemons out, Ashley, you take yours. Production, you right behind them. Because I'm still mad about Jazzy's wedding. If she
Actually, I take that back. They can get my sour lemon for sure.
Bravo, I don't know what y'all beef with her. Y'all need to fix it, file it, throw it away. Like Monique comes in as a friend of, and then for the sneak peek of the next episode, we don't even see Jazzy. Like I didn't even see her in the season. You know, they give you the mid season flash of what's to come next. I didn't see her in a Colorado trip.
I just don't like we had this whole 15-minute tangent in Monique's house. And we got 3 minutes of the wedding.
A wedding
Okay. I
of a
would it would
real
have been
housewife.
it
There's
would have been
more single housewives on this cast than wives.
and you decide to show 3 minutes of what was wedding of the year, one of the top runner ups for wedding of the year. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
lemon drop moment. What was your favorite
My
scene?
favorite moment, my favorite scene. I'm definitely gonna go with Angel and her sister. I really enjoyed that scene. Very refreshing. I always wanted like a big sister. So
Same.
definitely refreshing to see.
And honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but mine was seeing Giselle battle that stuff with the wheel. Was it a good moment? No, but it just opened my eyes that like anybody can go through this because everybody has their expiration date. So we really just got to be cognizant of dealing with that kind of stuff because we can't put it off and we got to do better. So yeah,
Going back to that, I remember her saying that she was like the will was signed while her dad was like immobile
yeah.
and like couldn't even hold a pen. So that alone, that should have told the courts that's not gonna hold up. Whatever the stepmother did, that was not gonna hold up. But of course, they go for whatever the wife say, child.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was really something good to see. We actually just did my great grandma's will. Um, and yeah, so really nice to see.
Yeah.
Um, what's your song of the episode? I know we don't have any real themes, but
Honestly, now that I just thought about it, my song of the episode is Return of the Mac because Monique is back.
okay,
I'll
okay,
give it that. I've always been a Monique lover. I just kind of dwindled off a little bit after Love and Marriage DC.
yeah,
But Monique's still up there in my faves, so we'll see
okay,
how she performs.
okay. Um, my song of the episode, because it was a theme for multiple housewives, it's definitely that song Because I Got High. Because yeah,
I know that what you're talking about.
yeah, I was finna clean my room, but then I that song.
Yep.
But then I got high. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know, just the surroundings of cannabis. And they were packing up for a Happy Eddie event, and they were talking about how good Happy Eddie was going, and then Shio and hey, hold on, ain't that what Burna Boy said in the beginning of that song?
Indeed.
Mm.
Girl, she listened to that song and said, exactly.
I don't know why that just played in my head. Like I literally heard the song. I'm like, wait. But yeah, because of that, mine is Because I Got High. Um, yeah, yeah, that's really it.
Well, guys.
It's been great to meet y'all, speak with y'all, be with y'all.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all for this week.
We'll be back. I'm proud and so excited to announce that Married to Medicine is about to come back. Y'all really about to see us act a fool over Married to Medicine. I'm not gonna lie.
That's our show.
That is our
That's really
show.
our show.
That's
That's
our show. So stay tuned for that. We still gonna do RHOP every week though. But
we
stay
gonna
tuned for MTM. M to M.
yeah, we're gonna have to dress up, get a little fancy for that premiere because
Yeah.
that's the show right there. I told you I used to think it was for old ladies because my grandma used to love Married to Medicine. But now that I'm older, I get it. I get it. Dr. Heavenly, if you ever see this girl, call me.
Okay.
I want you to come on here and I want you to be my dentist.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. But you know what? You know when to find. You know where to find us. You know what we about to ask you to do. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let us know your thoughts, your comments. We want to hear from y'all. If you ever want to be a guest, let us know. You can come up here and tell us what you're feeling. And we will be back with a BravoCon episode and Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.